Ocean Needs Everyone is celebrating 5 years of saving the oceans. My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, CO and mangrove plantings, making art about recycled plastic, and making films regarding the ocean's health. How can you help save the oceans at home? Well, even if you don't live near an ocean, trash can end up in there eventually, so cut down on your use of single-use plastics. If you see trash on the roads or beaches, make sure to pick it up. Use less gas-powered vehicles, fish responsibly, and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
Has this ever happened to you? Where's my chalk bag? Ooh, I have a solution for that. Slab chalks! You take the chalk ball, put it in the mesh pocket, zip it up, slap, and get your chalk. Slab chalks are made right here in Springdale, Arkansas at Interform, the small batch manufacturing company. We're helping our community and providing local jobs to minorities and women of diverse backgrounds. I'm Joseph Rao, Ninja Warrior, Rock Climber, and the CEO of Slap Chalks.
My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, CO, and Ocean Needs Everyone is celebrating 5 years of saving the oceans. My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, CO and mangrove plantings, making art about recycled plastic, and making films regarding the ocean's health. How can you help save the oceans at home? Well, even if you don't live near an ocean, trash can end up in there eventually, so cut down on your use of single-use plastics. If you see trash on the roads or beaches, make sure to pick it up. Use less gas-powered vehicles, fish responsibly, and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the flow course here in the 2025 Tier 1 New England Regionals. My name is Kane Malden to be exact, and I'm pleased to announce the final division of this lovely Saturday evening. Again, being the preteen females, we just saw them take on the challenge course. They got maybe a little time to rest, and we'll see what kind of run we are gonna see put up. Now, we saw the kids and we saw the mature kids earlier today. We're only going to see the preteen female. So let's see what's gonna go down. I am interested in what's gonna go down. It's like the staff clarifying rules with our many preteen competitors. In this first wave, there will be 23. So yeah, I mean, we saw earlier today, the time limit became more of a suggestion over time. It started out slow, but soon enough, we were seeing times in the 30 and even 20-second range. Which is an absolutely crazy revelation, but furthermore, the preteens are getting up to bat. Let's see if any of them can take it down. Well, I think taking it down is going to be the easy part. I think staying up top is going to be more difficult, though. As you can see, there are the first 3 obstacles. Oh, demo run starting. B-Series balance trainers into juicer, then the curtain slide. You know what to do, take that curtain down with you. Then you go into the French toast sticks into fan blades. Basically, these French toast sticks are essentially rectangular little prisms you gotta run across. Simple as that. Then you gotta make a lâcher into the second set of flying squirrel cradles. Then from there, go from the astroglider to the barrels, to the steps, to the walk the plank. We should be able to see that in a second. Something to note is that, yeah, that plank will fall, and you have to go onto that ring. It's been a barrel in other divisions, but for our preteens today, it is going to be a ring. We have the cane tack. You grab those canes, kind of maneuver them from, I don't know, I like to call them soda tabs. From soda tab to soda tab. And you're supposed to take it out, I believe. Or you can just go for the ring if you're feeling a little hasty. Then you can lâcher into the last cane there. Find that dismount, and if you do it fast enough, then you will be in prime position to qualify. Now, I believe the top 40 move on. In this first wave, I can attest that one of our athletes has indeed qualified, so if she makes it within the top 40, it will be bumped down to 41. More on that when we get into wave 2. I don't know. We'll see. Again, our athletes have taken on the challenge course. So it's going to be this flow course that determines the overall strongest ninja. And it's based on placement total. Let's just say you place 4th and 2nd. In that case, you would get 6th, and you would, lowest score is the winner. Oh, so it's top 36. So, yeah, there is a competitor in Wave 1 that is eligible. That would be Betty. We'll see her soon, I'm sure. She already qualified via the Canadian Championship. So if she gets in the top 36, it will be bumped down to 37, as I said earlier. Yeah, Betty Dutremble. But I think we're going to go soon. Olivia Belial. Minute 30 to make it happen. She sets off, climbing up the juicer. Now this curtain slider. Oh, no, she doesn't let go. I don't know what the game plan was there because that platform is really far away. Got to reach out, I would say. Is tall enough to bridge that gap, but the real question is, can she still hang on? Digging into the platform, she saves it. Playing with house money after that save. Olivia. Going for the lache, nice. That did cost her a lot of time though, so she's gonna have to hurry. No! Falling off the step. But it's okay. Going into the ring, looking good. Gotta grab onto that cane. She does just that. But again, her time looking a little desperate. Desperate times call for desperate measures. But I don't know if Olivia can bridge the gap. Might be doable because there's only 2 canes. But she might have to dismount or something. Oh no, 5 seconds. Okay! And the first run is a finish. Was really astonished that she was able to bring that back on the curtain slider. Which now it's time for Grace O'Connor. This is only her 2nd competition of the season. Up the barrel she goes on her way. Much more hasty with the drop into the fan blades. Definitely a little bit ahead considering Olivia's save. But it's not gonna matter because she peeled out on that 2nd set of handles. Going up the plank. Gotta reach out for that ring. You gotta be quicker than that though, Grace. Into the cane tackle. Might want to try that one again. Merely just kicked off the board. Didn't go for, setting up a good vantage point. Understood that on her 2nd go, though. Too bad this is not a challenge course. Okay, down to 2 more obstacles. Let's see, what can she do? Oh no, the way she put her hand, kind of turned her back. It'll be tough to bring out. Grace's run going to end there right as she runs out of time.
move on to Laura Osborne. And you got it. Very good. These players did not run the course not that long ago. Really.
Bumpy. But Laura Osborne wants to be a Ninja Mania star. Huh. Oh, I thought that was 0.0 still. Nope, I was wrong. But Laura looking good here. Needs a little bit more swing. She's taking a lot of extra swings, but it does pay off. Makes the transfer. Now then, I think her pace is good. I'd like to see her go a little faster though. Sizing up that jump. I like how much run-up she's giving herself. Plenty to work with. Now Laura going into the canes. Cane tag. Easy does it. But looking strong. And now about 8 seconds ahead. I mean, we saw Olivia get through this. I think Laura, if she can make this transfer onto the final cane, she could get this. She makes it. And the dismount not too far away. With 3 seconds more to spare than Olivia had, she will rocket into first place. And we have Olivia Dutremble. Placed rather high in the challenge course, actually. Might have some serious potential. Alright, well, she's already doing better than our other athletes have been. Linking out, okay. Look at Betty go. 20 seconds ahead of the clock here. Ahead of the pace that Laura put up. Oh, this is going to be great. Can she bring in a sub-minute? Sub-minute time this early on would be really good and would be really hard to beat. Able to make it, but is swinging a little off axis. Spills almost over the platform. 39.88. We got a sub 40 time this early on. I am terrified. Betty absolutely crushed it.
Yep, I'm holding it up every time.
Let's see if May Ebenstein can put up something.
He knows that I'm good.
To be determined.
I do this. He hasn't been watching.
Oh no, why didn't she let go? Does find the platform though. It's very fortunate that preteens are on the taller side of things. Alright, well May on her way through the triple threat. Running up. Smart move to jump off the middle of the plank there. Prevents it from tipping as much as it could tilt. Doing good though. May representing the Grit Ninja. They probably don't need that cane, but took it with her anywho. Swinging a little off, but starting to turn where she needs to go. May has done it, okay. Follow through with the dismount. And that'll give her a second place time. Still, Betty, that's going to be really tough to catch. believe that's pronounced Dylan Brosley? Or Brazzi? I don't know. Try my best. Climbing up the juicer. So far, so good. Not gonna waste any time going into the fan blades. Nice catch. Okay, going around the corner and up the slope she goes! No, she jumped too far forward. The board was starting to tip even before she made her move.
One of that ramp was 4 feet longer. Grab it higher.
Now on to the canes. Grabbing about medium. One more obstacle left to go. Let's see if she can finish this out. Showing up for Action Athletics. Makes the dismount. That will do it for her run.
We're going through that right now with track and field. That's why Zoe's not doing very great on cliffhangers.
That said, here is Tatum Johnson. Well on her way, sending up the juicer.
She's like top 10, 15.
Psyching herself up, making sure the hands are in the right spot. It's a little more run up though, given the speed-based nature. Not bad. You know, had the distance. I don't think she had the height though. Still though, not a bad attempt.
But if they got the momentum, it's going to be hard to stay on it.
A little quick-footed on the U-turn. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know if that was quite the right way to do it. Tatum. Gotta kind of pulling it only out, not going up and out. Having trouble getting it out, but finds her way to the final platform. And that'll do it for Tatum Johnson's run. Still though, some surprising amounts of success this early on. Up next is going to be Dakota Harley. Finds herself on the platform. Ooh, nice. Catches on the lache. Nice on the balance. Don't step back. No, she tripped. Oh. That's tough, but Dakota not fazed by this. Okay, well, she's made it off. Second verse, same as the first. Looks like we will be getting a look at this final obstacle once more. Almost done. Oh no, but having a little bit of trouble on the way out nonetheless. still not bad. Okay, with that said, looks like we might be getting our next athlete on the start soon. Salome Finkel. Okay, well, on our way down, keeping the momentum going into the Flying Squirrels. Well, Salome finally done with the double combo. From there into the triple threat. Having the bend, makes it to the plank. Got to time her jump right though. She's done just that. 50 seconds left into the final two obstacles.
Chad, do the switch grip, bro. It's so much better. I promise, it's so much better.
All right. Now eyeing up this final obstacle. I don't think she's going to get the top time, but still a decent placement well within question. Nice. Nice run out of Salome there. That's going to put her in second by a matter of about 2 seconds. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of good runs here this quick. Here's Josie Jabelt, Windsor Ninja Academy competitor. Nice, lots of airtime. Doing good. Honestly, I was a little scared she hadn't made quite enough momentum, but has enough height to where you don't need it. Oh, and that's where that height comes in. Josie hanging on by a thread. Looking strong. Gotta take the cane out. This is a great run. Would love to see her finish it out. And her height may come into play here. Alright, digging deep on this pullback. Oh no, spinning a little out of control! No, the peel out! She almost had it. Oh man, but that save, that was an incredible save on the walk the plank. Thus we move on to Anna Crowther. So far, so good. Good drop off. Anna, no signs of slowing down. Makes the catch, or so I thought. It was with the left hand that she got the grab, but the right hand, that handle just flew out. Anna, nice. Able to grab the ring pretty comfortably at that. Trying to unhook it, but not going up enough. Don't think she's gonna have to worry about it here though. Anna, nice. One more obstacle. Moving her hand up, trying to redirect her angle. The hand placement does indeed matter. on a cane move like this. Having trouble finding the right angle to kick off of, though. But when she committed to it, she made it. And that will finish out her run. Strong performance there. I mean, even competitors that may have had a little trouble, they always manage to end it pretty well. Up next is going to be Mia. And for the handles, good work. First one down. But it's this transfer that's been trouble, but not for Mia. Now, just doing what you can, sticking on the Astroglider. Whatever it takes. Ooh! Looks like she's good. Making it onto the ring just about. Had to dig deep. Arms went fully extended. And now, unhook, rehook. The cycle repeats. Now, with 22 seconds, has plenty of time to make this transfer. Can Mia be our next finisher? Looks like that may very well be the case if she can just get out of there. And that'll put her in 4th place by, oh my gosh, it gets really close. 0.02 seconds. How about it? Lorelei Heaton on the move. Up she goes, well on her way to stardom on this course. Oh, I honestly thought she was going to go for it then, but an extra swing, not going to hurt in the grand scheme of things. But you really want to get a good time that'll hold up. We're down to our final 10 in this wave, though, depending on whether we will go on break. Taking careful steps, trying to see where the axis of rotation is. And she's spending a lot of time. I don't think she's gonna beat it in time. The hesitation really getting to her. No! Just went a little too far. Then the cane tack. Unhook, rehook. Lorelei. Done with that, but is not going to have enough time to complete the final obstacle. Makes it onto the final cane there. But nice work. With that, we move on to Abigail Davis. Has been doing ninja for roughly 4 years. And started at Strive Ninja at the age of, 8. Started competing a year later on their junior varsity team. Loves climbing, swinging, and competing. It has propelled her quickly on the varsity team where they compete locally. This is her 2nd season competing in the World Ninja League and her first time at regionals. Loves all obstacles that make her feel like she is flying. And for what it's worth, making quick work of the early parts of this course. But can she jump through the air, get onto that ring, psyching herself out? No, again. This is wasting valuable time. But still doing well. Unhook, rehook. Cycle repeats. And makes it onto the final obstacle. 20 seconds. Still enough for a full clear. She can just stay composed. Makes it onto that final skyhook, and that will do it. Abigail Davis placing 5th. Great to see. Yeah, we've got quite a few finishers. I believe we are at 7. And, you know, for what it's worth, that challenge course was really tough. So any sort of redemption I think these guys can get is well deserved. Alright, mounting on to the fan blades. Nice catch. 6th the landing. Running around the corner. Corner cutting here. Riley. Okay, well. Unhook, rehook. Okay, well, one more obstacle, 30 seconds. This is good. Can crack into the leaderboard, make some headway. Oh, no! Yeah, I mean, that transfer is brutal. But still, the fastest non-finisher, if that's any sort of consolation. Up next is going to be Cassidy Knapp. Starting it off. Ooh, gliding down, but no, going back. That does give her a decent amount of swing. Get back to the platform. That was scary. Now eyeing up this Lachey easy money. Okay, now onto the Astro Glider. Going through the motions. It's tough to see when you're up so high from this angle. Not doing too shabby. Gotta pull back on the cane, give herself a bunch of momentum. Oh, leaves that cane behind. For 2 more. And she makes it onto the final cane. Cassidy Knapp. Good stuff. And with that, we're down to our final 6 in this wave. But as you can see, 8 people have made it through the course. Quite a sizable amount of success, if I do say so myself. Lucy Porch, she can join them. And she's off. Okay, well, looking strong. Maybe one more swing, doesn't need too much more. And she knows it. Taking taking it cautiously. I don't think they'll spin. I don't know if that's totally necessary, but do what makes it comfortable. Sliding down, looking, yeah, as I was saying, very, very comfortable on these obstacles. I don't think there's been much strife. Down to 30 seconds, though. She needs to pick up the pace a little bit, especially if she keeps struggling to get that hook out. No, that's a lot of mistakes that you don't want to be making. No, it's right on the edge, but think about all the time she just lost. 10 seconds, I think this is too far gone. She's got to go, but she doesn't go, and that's going to do it for her run. Oh. And I think if she had gone earlier, I think that might have been something. But getting denied a buzzer, Lucy Porch, still going to place relatively high. Up next is going to be Layla Rebello. Vitality Obstacle Fitness represent here. And doing good out of the gate. What more could you ask for? Alright, well, a little bit more swing and she's off. A little scary at the platform there, because that is a start-finish platform, so you can't spill over. Oh no, but she went too high before trying to reach for it. And not going to be able to close it out. I think she might be calling it there. Took a pretty wicked bail, I noticed. Well, I hope she's okay as we move into Hazel Horta. Strong start. Again, our final four of this wave. We'll see if we are going on break. Keep you updated. But nonetheless, Hazel, not a bad pace at all. Through the first half, needs to go for it though. I don't think you want to play around. Oh, it's tipped down, but he goes for it, and it pays off. You know, it wasn't too far gone. Nice move out of Hazel. I mean, it is an idea, but I don't think it's too great. It does keep a run alive, but it does lose a little bit of time. So I'm not sure it's a recommended beta. Well, looking for this final cane here. Staticking. And that'll put her in second place by about a second. Nice to see. Yeah, Hazel Horta joining the other 8 competitors who have finished. Let's see if we can make it 10 before all is said and done in this wave. Let's see, Jessica Hollingsworth. Not climbing and flying through the air. Cheers for the Merrimack Valley Spartans, the Flying Squirrel, taking on the aptly named Fan Blades. Running through. Also calls herself the Fashionista Ninja. But, ow. Was just a little too quick there. Gotta pull this out. Nice. Got it out there. loves being part of the Wicked Ninjas team. Always entertaining her teammates and coaches and cheering them on. But Jessica can close this out with a buzzer, at the very least. Oh, denied. That was weird. Well then, still an impressive showing. I mean, it's kind of crazy how many athletes are beating that final obstacle. I thought it was going to be a crux point. Honestly, that walk the plank has proven to be a little tough. Sliding down. Well, nice speed through. Only about a second behind Betty's pace. With that said, can she get the right takeoff angle? She does. Almost tipped out on her, but nothing to worry about. Harriet. Ooh, looking good. One more obstacle. I don't know if she's gonna beat the fastest time. It does come and go, but I mean, hey, 50 is really good. And that'll put her comfortably into second place. Our final run of this wave is going to be Gwendolyn Furlick. Nice start here out of Vermont Ninja Warrior. Ooh. Yeah, it's a tough place to get out of, but not impossible as it can be seen. Makes the catch on the flying squirrel. And cleans it up on the dismount. Now running around the U-turn, and up she goes, well on her way, going dangerously high, almost tripped out. Now, can she close this out? A buzzer would be so sweet to end this wave on. We'll be going on about a 10-minute break, but not important for the time being. This is Gwen's time to shine. Down to 22 seconds. Building it up. She's gonna have enough time. It's about digging into this cane, and she makes it. 10 seconds to go. The time irrelevant. And that'll put her into 9th place. Absolutely stoked about that performance. Coming off of Wave 1, we had a whopping 11 clears. And it was an impressive bout of success. I hope to see more in Wave 2, but we'll be back in roughly 10 or so minutes. The overall leaderboard, not going to be too much use right now. We'll see as the situation updates, but we will be right back.
Yeah, that's why she left.
All right, we are back on the preteen female division here on the flow course. My name is Kane Malden. Great to be back. This is the final bit of competition here on this lovely Saturday night. And, oh man. Well, as we can see, here are the obstacles. Something to note, I think the curtain slide was a little trouble. Then the fan blades, that big lâcher, I saw it take a couple names. But it was the plank drop and the final obstacle, the cane slider, that proved to wreak considerable havoc on our athletes. I don't know. Will our athletes surmount that? I mean, only time will tell, but we've got some pretty talented athletes here in the venue right now. I mean, just to name a few. We have Naomi Ossenbeck. That's a pretty familiar name to me. Francis and Fiona Nix. We also have Megan Moore and Grace Murphy, who are absolutely insane at their craft. Francis and Fiona were quite, I don't know, recurring athletes, I guess you would call it, in Premier Series. They were popping up at probably 3 or 4 competitions prior to the finals. So it'll be interesting to see them try to work their way to the Tier 1 championships. Looks like our preteen competitors are making their way towards the course. We have Raya Yurko as our first athlete out of Ninja Labs. You know, a little concern of mine regarding the preteens here is, did they get enough rest? Because they just came off a really, really pumpy challenge course. It could start to add but Raya, plenty of swing, going for the flying squirrel, easy money. Oh no, but she touched down on the track of that Astroglider. And that is gonna cost her. But still, I mean, despite that slip up, she did not slow down for even a moment. Didn't miss a beat. Okay, one more obstacle. Gotta make this big catch. Or you could opt to static it like Raya just did, and that will do it. How about it? First run, though, was still really strong. Just like that, we move into Reagan. Reagan Mattia. Let's see, what can she do here? Wearing the Elite Dragons jersey, by the looks of it. Okay, in the ready stance or whatever, kind of like a runner in the starting blocks, whatever you want to say about it. Well, making the catch on the flying squirrel, good stuff. Now running across. Through the balance. Ooh, a little scary there, but was able to time it perfectly for the ring. 2 more obstacles left to go for Reagan. should be able to close this out. Has plenty of time to work with. And going for the dismount. That is a 51.93. That puts her in third. Holy cow. That was really good. I mean, as it stands, the top time still standing uncontested, but definitely going to be bound to change with athletes such as, I mean, the ones I listed earlier. Addie Medeiros. Good start here. Out of Vitality Obstacle Fitness. Has 19 competitions. This will be number 20. Crazy milestone. Taking a quick breather before the balance. And rounding the bend. What about this walk the plank? Ooh, nice. And one of the few to try the strategy where you lower the plank. Oh, and you try to go for the ring. It worked out for another athlete, but Addie could only get one hand on it. Maybe if she went a little further back, I don't know. Still though, carrying on. And one more obstacle that's ought to do it. Makes the catch. And there is the dismount. Strong run out of Addie. It was just maybe a little bit of an unorthodox technique on that walk the plank. Maybe should have gone for the more conventional one, but either way, we move into Alexandra Campora out of Stanford Ninja Academy. Off to a nice start. Sprinting through the French toe sticks. And nice, carrying some momentum on her way out. Going around the corner. What's her technique going to be here? Nice. Carrying a lot of speed. Suffice to say. Alexandra. Trying to find that final paperclip. Building up for that final catch. What's it gonna be? No! So close. Brutal. But still one of the fastest non-finishers we've seen on the course. So it is what it is. Now we have Sophia Hines. Looks like she is about ready to go out of Ascend Obstacle Training. Doing good out of the gate. No surprises. Kicking out. Not using a ton of swing, which is good. Sliding down into the triple threat and out. Makes it onto the ring. And she's looking good as she follows through on the paper clips, as I call it. Guess cane tack does actually apply in this case, but either way, Sophia Almost done. Come on, where's that buzzer? Swinging kind of wonky though. A little squirrely. But who am I kidding? Was able to pull it out going into the top 4 for the time being. That was really impressive. Up next is going to be Julia Rooney, another Ascend athlete. Seeing a lot of those. Okay, nice move so far. Makes the catch, just about. Finds that platform, now making some quick steps throughout, but she steers herself out on the steps there. That's tough. But Julia still has a couple more obstacles to go, can have a little bit of fun where that came from. Julia getting a big kickoff. Hits the buzzer. Walking off. I don't know. Kind of a tough scene because the balance being the only point of falling on your run can be a little tough, to tell the truth, because balance is hard. There's a reason I call it the great equalizer of ninja. Oh, but Sophia getting caught on the track. Has been doing ninja for about 3 years. Trains mostly at Laid Back Fitness in Rhode Island, Warwick. Started doing WNL last year. Oh, finds it. Finds that track. Gets back on track, I should say. Also enjoys running, skiing, hiking, biking, basketball, swimming, reading, art, and playing the flute. So a lot under her belt. Let's see if Sophia can carry on. Still has plenty of time to work with and gets onto the ring. Okay, down to 25. Okay, she's almost done. Could be one of our next finishers. Makes the catch. I think that should be it. And that early dismount definitely serving her well. And look at that, 14 finishers. We're about to have a leaderboard full of green. How about it? Now we have Naomi Ossenbeck. I believe I saw her at the Stanford Premiere Series, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's where I recognize her. Anywho, Naomi. Nice, decent strides. Great pop there on the flying squirrel. Making great time. Climbing up the walk the plank. A little stumble. She's gonna have to jump for it, but has the height to boot. Naomi, nice adapting on the fly there. Down to 50 seconds. Still, I mean, half the time has passed right about now. Well, she's able to clean it up, hit a buzzer, 55.48. That puts her in 4th. And yeah, 15 finishers. We have lucky number 13 left. Here we have Ellie. Ellie Bolu. Another Ascend athlete. Had a lot of those lately. Guess it's not too shocking. I think that is a pretty local gym. Nice catch on the flying squirrels. Now running down the triple threat. Nice on the walk the plank now. What's she gonna do? No! It stumbles forward and she hesitates. That plank not giving her any forgiveness. Ellie. Ooh, skipping. We haven't seen that in the preteen division so far. Able to get a nice pullback into the final axe. And that will do it for Ellie's run. Still, though, an admirable performance. So we are down to our final 12. Riley, or not Riley. That's a K. Sorry. Sorry, Kaylee. Kaylee Brown. Okay, on the move. Here we go. Skipping that last balance trainer. She is not playing games. Okay, and now linking through. Loses a little bit of time because I believe Betty linked, but not too far off. And finishing strong would definitely bring a solid case. Or that skip, that's going to do wonders for her time. Going to take a backswing. Reaches out. 38.91 by almost exactly a second. Kaylee Brown taking the top time. Betty's time, I was a little afraid that it was going to stand undefeated. But Kaylee has proved me wrong. Now we have Mia Stittem. Surge Ninja in the house. Mia sprinting. Thought she was going to do something crazy, but what's a nice grab. Almost thought she was going to link. Through, leading the ring down the track. Oh, but she loses the hook. Gotta put it back in. Not gonna go for any skips, but Mia making great time. Statics out. Misses the buzzer though. Gotta go back. 49.57. Oh, that was almost disaster. With that, I believe we are down to our final 10. This is going to be Paige Anthony. We'll get that updated soon, but Paige Anthony, 10th to last to go. Another Surge Ninja athlete. Yep, okay, we're updated. Hey, Paige Anthony.
Oh, 44, 41. Warren Murphy. And the opposite. What of defend a lot of skirt? Of course. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're Not as close as any. Or Noki though. Ooh.
And not too far behind Kaylee's pace. Nice flow out of the ring. Got to take these canes out, going for the skip. He's a little down compared to the others, but still gonna put up an impressive performance if she can find that buzzer. 49.7, 5th place. With that, we move on to France's Nix. Now, the Nix sisters are some names I'm pretty familiar with. I've seen them around Premier Series, especially Strive Ninja. These two come from. Been training since 2019. Earned a spot on the Strive Ninja Fitness team. Been pushing herself to improve ever since. For the past 3 years, she has qualified for the Tier 1 Championship. Last year, finished 16th overall in the mature kids female division. When she's not training, she can be playing her guitar or her trumpet. Loves fishing, playing football, is a great artist too. And Frances doing really well. Not going to have to worry about balance. Has 36 competitions under her belt. Crazy amount of experience this season. And putting it to good use. Frances Nix, 45-45 in 4th place. That time, very impressive. Up next is going to be CC Angle, I believe. Out of Jimja Warrior Peabody. Let's see what you can do. Oh, nice. Linking through. Great work. Out neck and neck. With the fastest time, but she trips on the plank. CC Angle down and out on the walk the plank there. Seen a couple of athletes make that slip up. CC not alone there, at least. She's trying to close it out with style and with grace. And she's done it. It's going to do it going down to our final few athletes of the night. We have Skyla Kelly amongst them. 33 competitions, by the way. Thought that'd be worth mentioning. She's on the move. Up she goes. On the juicer. Trying to evade an early slip up. Oh no! Don't call it commentator's curse. Slid down the curtain. Crisis averted for Skyla Kelly. Oh, gonna have to recover from that. Not let it get too much in her head. It's gonna be one of the best saves I've seen all weekend, really. But again, gotta focus on the now. And going for the jump, one hand on the ring, but it's just not enough. Nice. Looks like she's practiced unhooking canes like so. Taking it to the platform. And turning and twisting. Oh! Tough scene for Skyla, but again, look back at that save and tell me she did not put 100% effort in. That was an incredible save. Now we are down to our final 5. Kaylee Hanlon, number 5. 2024 World Ninja League All-Star Ninja Team Mature Kids Female. Also two-time Premier Series finalist. Has gotten third place in the head-to-head championship this year. So if anyone can take Kaylee's time down, well, the other Kaylee, it would be her. Is in the green by the looks of it, going for that ring, about a second and a half ahead. Going for the canes, some cane tech. Oh, gotta go a little higher to take it out. Might have to go for a big skip to make it up. About 0.1 seconds ahead. I think this is gonna come down to the wire. Kaylee, no, a link, and she tried to go straight for it. Kaylee getting denied at the last possible moment. But still an absolutely blistering time. I can confirm that is the fastest non-finisher on the flow course. And now, just saw her sister run. Here is Fiona next. Past 3 years has made it to the World Championship, placed sixth last year in the Mature Kids division at the World Championship. Also loves coaching younger ninjas. That sense of community, really nice to see. Also loves playing the baritone. Her sister likes playing the trumpet, so we got the whole band in the family. Fiona, that buzzer sound would be music to her ears. Definitely one to watch here. She makes her way off the course just as quickly as she began. Third place, 42.61. Fiona taking it home. Kinda. Down to our final three. We have Vivian Serafini, Megan Moore, and Grace Murphy. Vivian was the fastest non-finisher on the challenge course, so a nice time here would definitely make up for it. Linking through. Oh my goodness. That just shaved probably 2.5 seconds off her time. Losing a little bit here, but makes it up. Coming into the cane tack. Gotta go for this huge skip. Pulls through. 4.6 seconds ahead of the curve. And that's gonna do it. 31.57. That is gonna be tough to beat. Been saying it time and time again, but I truly think that might be the time that sticks. And now we're down to our final two. Megan Moore, absolutely incredible at what she does. It is no wonder that she's here. I could definitely see her taking it, but time will tell. Got first on the challenge course. Bears repeating, but it's definitely a good sign. She does well here. She could definitely take the event. Doesn't even have to get first place. If anything, just gotta place highly here. Hopefully that's not too much to ask of Megan. Making the skip. Good work. Straight into the final obstacle. About a second behind as well. And that could sandwich her, right as I say it, between Vivian and Kaylee. And I think that mathematically puts Megan in a guaranteed win. A win-win scenario. So let me think. We're down to Grace Murphy. She placed second in the challenge course. If she takes the time away from Vivian, that would bump Megan to third. And that might give Grace the win. but I don't know if she has that speed right out of the gate. Doesn't go for the link on the dismount. Just focused on getting through this. Maybe doesn't want to risk an unlucky exit early on. Just focus on doing what she can. And you know what? Grace isn't even going slow. It's only in comparison to Vivian's time. But slow is smooth, smooth is fast. That will put her in 4th place overall. That is going to do it for day 2 of the New England Regionals. Wow. Yeah, and let's take a look at the overall leaderboard. Yeah, as we can see, Vivian, that 1st place time really put her in a great spot. That put her on the end of the podium. Let me calculate real quick who is moving on. I believe we had 36 moving on, I want to say. We can pull that graphic up, I'm sure, while I'm calculating. Okay, so 12 had already advanced to this point, so I believe most of our athletes are in fact moving on. Yeah, 12 athletes. 12 plus 36 is more than our competition. So what that means is all our athletes will be advancing to the Tier 1 championships by the looks of it. And with that said, again, just to review, it was... yeah, it was Vivian, then Grace, then Megan in the podium. So, I mean, it was deserved. I think Megan more than worthy of taking this home. And with that, that is day 2 wrapped up. So, thank you guys so much for watching, but stay tuned for tomorrow, Sunday, because we're going to be back on the flow course and the challenge course for the rest of our divisions. The final day of competition here at this lovely, lovely venue. I have been Kane Malden. I've been here all day. It's time for me to take a well-deserved nap. Good night.